Today's lesson is on a new form for lines. So previously we learned slope-intercept form, okay? Today we are learning point-slope form. Point-slope form has a point and a slope in it. It's crazy. So y minus y1, or actually here, we'll back up a little bit, okay? So what you're going to see is a problem that says you have a line that passes through a specific point. And so for my first example here, we're just going to use a very generic example, okay? So we're going to say a point that's x comma y, and we'll even go further and say that it's x1, y1, right? So a line passes through this point with a slope of, we'll say, m, right, for slope. So the equation then is y, that'll always stay y, minus the y1, so whatever this number is goes there, equals whatever your slope is, times x minus x1. So this x will go here, y will go here, and then m, your slope, will go here. Okay? So it's really just plugging numbers in for the most part. Okay, so let's try an example. Let's say that we have a line through -3, 2 with a slope of let's say -1/2. Okay, so using this formula up here at the top, we're going to plug in these numbers. Okay, so this is my x1, this is my y1, and this is my slope m. So we're going to say y minus 2 equals the slope, so -1/2, then parentheses x minus that -3 from the parentheses. So -3. And the only thing you can change here, just to kind of simplify things a little bit, is to say that right here I have negative or minus a negative. So I could change that to plus, right? So my answer I might just type in to delta -1/2 x plus 3. Okay? So let's look at another one. I have a line through 2, 7 with slope of 6. So I'm going to say y minus, then my y value, so that's 7, equals 6, my slope, parentheses, x minus 2. And I can't really simplify anything there, so I'm just done. Couple things you will see that are a little bit different or tricky. Sometimes you will have slopes that are a little bit more unusual than what we've seen so far. Okay, so you might have a line through 5 comma negative 7, and then with slope of 0. Okay, now this one looks tricky, but really, once you get the hang of it, I think you're going to find it pretty easy. Okay, so let's plug it in like we've been doing. Let's say y minus negative 7 equals 0 times x minus 5. Okay, so I can simplify this. That'll turn into y plus 7. Now 0 times x and 0 times 5, that's just 0, so this whole side is gone. Okay, and I can go one more step. I can subtract 7 from both sides. So I have y equals negative 7. Okay, and so that's your answer. That seems kind of weird to us, but we talked about ones like that when we wrote equations earlier this week. Like on Monday or Tuesday, we talked about equations, and sometimes we see equations that, like, if it's y equals negative 7, that means that I'm down 7 on the y-axis, and I have a point there, and then it's a horizontal line, right? A slope of 0, and that's what they told us here, right? Slope of 0. Notice 5 comma negative 7, 5 comma negative 7, that would be right 5 and then down 7. Okay, that's going to be a point on the line. So anytime you know there's a slope of 0, you know it's horizontal. Okay, a slope of 0 means it's horizontal. So we know it's going to be y equals something, and it'll just be y equals whatever our y value is. Okay, now the opposite of that is to say I have a line through, we can use the same point, we'll say 5 comma negative 7 again. Okay, so still this point, and the slope is the opposite of 0. It's undefined. So now it's going to be a vertical line, right? Remember, undefined means vertical. So if I have a vertical line, instead of y equals something, it's going to be x equals something. Well, what's the something? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? X equals 5. And you don't even have to do any work on that one. So if you see slope undefined, know that you're going to write x equals whatever this x value is.